to Didsbury Art Studio. I'm Sally, and in today's video we're going to be doing some more tie-dyeing. Now if you haven't seen my first video, which I did lots of different tie-dyeing techniques, you might want to take a look at that one. But today's tie-dyeing is going to be a little bit different. I'm looking at some different dyes that are a little bit more subtle. And as you know from my art studio, I do like pastel colours. I love rainbow colours, but today's video is going to be a little bit different with the colour scheme. So I'll tell you the colours that I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with an evening blue, rose quartz, emerald, sandstone. From the dyes, you're going to need 3 t-shirts that I'm going to do, just plain white t-shirts, and then I've got a white sweater that I'm going to tie-dye as well. And you're also going to need some elastic bands. You need a spoon and a little bit of fabric to test the dye on. And you're going to need some bottles to fill up. I had these from the previous tie-dye set. Some bottles to fill up with your dye. You're going to need some gloves, some liquid soap. And I've got mixed the dyes in. You're going to need some bin bags to lay on your table. And if you want to wear an apron, I'm going to wear black. I have washed, just in cold water, my tops. I've got my sweater I'm going to start with first, and just going to lay that out like so. These rip dyes, you do need hot water, so I've gone as hot as I can with that. Then I'm going to put a little bit of soap in there. That helps to adhere the dye to the fabric. My evening blue dye, a little shake. To just pop a little bit of that in. Give it a little stir. I've got my tester fabric here, which I'm just going to try and see sort of how blue that is. So it's still a little bit watery. So I'm going to go in with a bit more. So I'm happy with that colour. So what you need to do now is just fill up your bottles with the dye. So I've got my sweater and I've put it on an extra bin bag there, and I'm going to do the crinkle technique, which is basically just grabbing the fabric and scrunching it up like so. Now the tighter you do your crinkle, the less dye that will be seen. I want mine quite tight, like so. So I'm just doing the sleeves, like that, and you're just going to gather it into a little ball kind of shape, like so. And then I'm going to use a couple of my elastic bands to just secure it all. Put it all together. I'm going to put one more just here to hold it together. Once it looks like that, we're ready to go with the dye. So I'm going to just start pouring the dye over like so. And turn it over and get the rest. And what we're going to do in a minute is I want to see how well and whereabouts the dye is taken, because I don't want to leave anything to chance really. If I can control where the dye goes as much as possible, that would be fab. Okay, so next I'm just going to take the elastic bands out because I want to see how much has taken. Bands off, and then see where we're up to. So carefully open it out again, like so. Wow, I love it. I love it already. That's possibly enough actually for me. Quite like just a little bit and then some white bits. Shall we put like a little bit up here, or do we think that's enough? What's the back like? Back's pretty good as well. Do you know what? I think I'm happy with that. Or back up, and you just tie up your bin bag. We're going to leave that to let the dye seep into the fabric. Okay guys, so this time, as I'm only doing one t-shirt, I've just filled my jug up with water, hot water, halfway up, and I'm going to just pop a little bit of soap in there, and then I'm going to use my sandstone colour this time. So I'm going to pop a little bit of that in and test the colour, give it a mix. So I've put about half a bottle, and now just going to test it, see if I'm happy with that. That's nice and subtle. Can you see that? I like that. So we're going to go with that colour. Fill up your bottle. The next one, got my t-shirt ready, I've got my dyes ready, and now we're going to do the crinkle. So I'm going to start with that plastic bands on, grab my dye. So I've done a lot of tie-dyeing with classes at school in the past, and they have thoroughly enjoyed it. It is such a fun project to do. So I've done one side with one bottle there, and then just finish off with doing the back. I'm just going to open it out and see what I think. Then I'm only looking for subtle this time. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, sticking with that, and then scrunch it back up. So for my third one, I'm going to use a bit of this rose quartz mixed in with the sandstone. Just give that a little bit of a mix and test out a tiny bit of it on here. Well, that's mega pale, so I'm going to add a bit more. Let's have a look. It's really, really slight, so I'm still going to go in with more. Right. Okay, so that's fine for now. Let's try a little bit of sandstone mixed in with it. So I like that. I've done the front and the back there, and I've taken the elastic bands off, and I'm looking at it, and again I think that's possibly enough. Perhaps a little bit of dye could go on that little area there, so I'll just pop a little bit more on, but really that's enough. So I've got my rose quartz and my sandstone one in there. Now I'm just going to tie this up and pop a sticker on it to remind myself what's what. Okay, last one guys. And we're going to go in with, this is the emerald one, so I'm just going to go slow with this. That is interesting colour. Kind of like a pale blue. So actually, I'm going to do a little bit more. A little bit darker. Okay, now that's quite dark, so that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so I've literally been using one of these on the top, and then I'll do the back. At the back, and I've tested whether I like it. It's quite a bit white showing, which I'm happy with. and then I'm going to tie it up and then we're all done. Hi guys, so just hopping on here on, it's Friday now, so just to say that I'm absolutely loving this evening blue one. You see that one there, wearing it a lot. Two things. Number one, I'd recommend that maybe you get larger bottles. Those bottles I used from the tie-dye kit took a little while to keep doing the refills of the dye, so if you're going to invest in tie-dyeing, I'd get a bigger bottle to fill the dye up with. And the other one is, if you want to dilute the colours and make them softer even further, even more subtle, then just obviously just put water, more water into your dyes, or don't leave them overnight to soak the dye like I did. I was happy with mine, but if you want to bring them out after say 6 hours, then that would be better if you wanted even softer colours. But I'll see you soon. I just wanted to hop on and tell you. All right then, take care. Bye. So this is the rose quartz mixed with sandstone, and that was the t-shirt that I did, which I absolutely love. And I also did, you probably didn't see it, so I didn't show it, was this vest top as well, which I love. So I got the t-shirt from Amazon and the vest top from Miss Selfridge, although I already had that. And then over here we have got the sandstone dye. That was the t-shirt I did, and again this is just right up my street. I love this colour, really neutral. Wow. And then I also did this long sleeve tie sort of in the wrists and around the waist. I got that from Amazon, and yeah, I really like that one. Nice baggy top to go with kind of jeans or pants, joggers. And then up here, the first one is the emerald. Found that it came out quite blue, so I put more dye in and it's come out quite a strong emerald there. I do really like that one. Okay, and then moving on, possibly my favourite is this evening blue sweater. I got the sweater from Amazon, just plain white, and absolutely love that one. And then I also did another vest top, which again I'm happy with. So emerald, evening blue, rose quartz mixed with sandstone, and then sandstone on its own on there. So very happy with all of the tie-dye pieces. So I hope you enjoyed this video guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Don't forget, if you did enjoy this video and you'd like to see more of these videos, then please subscribe. Do leave me a comment below, let me know how you enjoyed this video, whether you want to see more of these types of videos, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And watch out for me wearing these tie-dye t-shirts, because if the weather's good I will be sure to be wearing them. Take care, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.